Hello there. This is Vontina. Something new for you, crafting the new future. Let's get into it. Hello, I am so glad you're here with me. So, welcome to Hang Out with Me Friday. I am Vontina. Today is July 12th, 2024, and welcome to season 2, episode 22. Oh my gosh, I have so much wonderful stuff to share with you. And I have my notes here because I don't want to forget anything that I wanted to share with you. So, first of all, this is going to be a new segment that I'm trying out. So, it's called Craft in the Future Weekly Insights on Trends and Growth. So it is a combination of everything because I love reading and definitely business news and stuff like that. Um, I necessarily don't listen to the news or anything at night or whatever because it's just all bad news. But I love business news and anything to do with jobs and what's going on as far as the crafting scene and just different things that I know that I was involved in when I lived across the Bay Bridge. And so the first thing I want to share with you is if you have been following me, I had some drama trying to return a package to Amazon. And I want to let you know, oh, woohoo! I finally, sorry about that. I finally got the package returned. And so I was telling the lady, hey, this story. So I finally got the package returned to Amazon. I also want to remind you to visit the store, and the website is going across the bottom of the screen in my hands, handmadecrafts.com. There will be a 10% off coupon there for you. So head on over and get on that 10% off. There is new merchandise in the store. I know I said it was coming. It is now there. So check out the new merchandise. And for those of you who shop at big box stores, and I know I do, or I used to, my favorite box store was Costco. That was my favorite store. And so I was just reading in one of my little news clips, they're going up on their membership. So they're raising it $5. So now the membership will be 65. Now I don't know what it is for. I think they also have another card if you have American Express or you are an executive business or whatever. So I don't know what that cost is, but just for regular people like us, it is now going to go up to 65. So now that I am on the Eastern Shore, the only big box store we have is Sam's Club. And for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't like Sam's Club. I don't know what it is about that. I don't know. I just never liked them. And so the only other closest big box store to us is in Delaware, and that one is called BJ's. Um, not that I am willing to travel that far. So I pretty much stick around to our local stores, and I do find um, really good deals at Walmart. We have a super Walmart that has the grocery side to it. But again, you shop around to find the better prices. We do have a Aldi's, which was another favorite store I liked when I lived across the bridge. So again, you shop around, you find the best deals that won't break your pocketbook. And that's where I'll go to 3 different stores to find sometime what I want. So I just wanted to share that. If you are participating in the shop hop, There is a shop hop. Now, on my side of the bridge, it's called All Mid Atlantic Shop Hop. But I'm sure if you put in your state and shop hop, it should come up. And if you go to Facebook, it should come up there also. Well, it started July 1st and it will go until August 31st. Now, I have not yet been to any shops. So I was going to wait until later. So I only have three quilt shops that are very close to me. So those are the three that I'm going to go to. I am not going to go to 2 and 3 hours away. I just don't feel like that. But if that is your thing, um, check out the shop hop. Like I said, you should have one in your state, or if not, your neighboring state. So check it out. And you have until August the 31st. So I've been following in my area. Like I said, I am all Mid Atlantic, and so they have a Facebook page for us, and there are more stores I see in the Philadelphia area. And so those ladies are having a fabulous time. In the previous, the one that I did participate in, we had a bus, and it was really nice. So it was a two days. We went. It was 10 stores at that time. We went to five. Five one day, five the next. They provided lunch for us. It was included in the cost. And I really loved that because I didn't have to drive to 10 different stores. I just, we get on the bus and I go to sleep, and it was just fabulous. So, but being here in a rural area, a lot of those little perks that I had in the Baltimore, Washington, Virginia area, it is not here on the Eastern Shore. And so that's where I fall. So I will stick with the three that I have that are very, very close to me. All right, I am learning some new art. I was taught this art decades ago, but I really didn't do a whole lot with it. It was fun. It was okay, but I did not pursue it. And so now I want to pursue it. So it's Zentangle. And so I am have some cute little I got a Zentangle little kit. I have tons of books about Zentangle. And I got this other lady that I follow. She does it's called Calming Art, and it's sort of like Zentangle. And I have a little teeny it's a three by three little journal to start working in. So I will be doing some of that, and I will be sharing that with you. And so, else do I have for you? Oh, I follow this gentleman. He is a van lifer. I am not interested in being a van lifer, nor camping, nor any of that. But I just love his story of how he chose a different route. And I follow him on YouTube, and his thing is van life, van city van life. His name is Chrome, and I love his little dog. His dog is Cruz. So I have been following him for a very long time. I don't even know how I even got into this. Don't even know how I got into it, but I just love his story of how he wanted to get out of the rat race. And so he sold his possessions. He kept what he wanted, and he put it in storage, and he purchased a van. And just to follow him from that up until where he is now, it is amazing. He now has a shop where he will be able to work on his own vehicle, and other van lifers who, you need tools, you need to do things to your van that you live in, basically your home on wheels. Hey, I have a space for you. And so he has created this whole new life, and he has created a flourishing business for himself. It is just so amazing and so fabulous. And so that brought me to thinking, I hear so much constantly for people that are in my circle Oh, I'm going to wait until I retire to do XYZ. Please don't wait until you retire. You need to be doing your XYZ now. I have been doing my business for since 2014. And I do believe that I would not be as far as I am today had it not been for me starting, because what I do is I set 10% aside from the income that I receive from my job. And then I am able to use those funds to do and purchase the things that I need for my business now. So my online store is only 2 years old, but I had those funds in order to purchase all of the things that I needed to get started. So if you have a full-time job, working for somebody else, I'm talking to that person, and you have your business or one that you're thinking about, start setting 10% aside. Find out what your cost is to do whatever it is you want to do. If you want to be online, if you want to have maybe a brick and mortar space or something like that, start setting those funds aside. And you're already doing what you love. So use that income that you have, that you're getting now, on a regular basis, whether you get it every 2 weeks or whether you get it monthly, you get it on a regular basis. That is how I was able to fund all of the things that I am doing now from my regular job. And so that's just, and because so by the time I do retire, I'm set. I'm already set, and I don't have to come up with any more cash. So I as I was following Chrome, he was traveling, and in Canada, they have vending machines outside of farm areas. They have vending machines where you can purchase eggs. So he put his money in, the little thing dropped down, and he got farm eggs from the vending machine. I said, "Oh my gosh, that is so cool." So I have seen around, not the egg thing, but I have seen around on some articles that I read that they do have these type of vending machines. They look like stores, and somewhere in California, I'm not sure where, and they normally have it set up outside of stadiums or big parks or stuff like that. I don't know how well it's doing, but I know I remember reading about it. Um, there is a show. I don't even know how I get into these shows, because truly I do not like reality shows. But this particular show I do like. It's called Parking Wars. When I worked in the Washington, D.C. area, I did not drive to work. I took Metro. And the reason I did not drive to work was because I couldn't understand how to read those signs. It would be a pole. And when you looked at the pole, it would be 4 or 5 signs or 3 or 4 signs on the pole. And I'm like, well, can I park here or not? So I just could never understand, how to park. So what they would do is, in the building that I worked at, we were on the 6th floor, and so I mean, beautiful scenery. You could see the pretty much the city from where we were, and I would see people run into their cars because there was one side of the road, you had to be not parked there after 4 o'clock. And so at 4 o'clock, we would see the tow truck just like counting down the minutes. And as soon as 4 o'clock would come, they will pull your car on the sidewalk. Now, mind you, you're getting a ticket for being there after 4 o'clock because you were supposed to move. Then, secondly, you're getting one because you're on the sidewalk. So that's 2 tickets. And now, if you drove to work every day and no matter where you park and you don't pay your tickets, now you're going to get a boot. And I guess it was better for them to pull it on the sidewalk than to tow your car to God knows where they would tow your car to, because from hearing people that did get tickets and towed, um, they never had a actual general lot to take your car. So you would have to find where your car was towed. So that's why I look at this parking war and I'm like, why don't you park in a garage? Just pay the $20 or whatever to park in a garage. Why would you constantly want to get tickets? But if you do live in an area where you have a downtown and you know there's not parking, park in a lot. Come on, just don't even go through the drama. And also, you need to be careful who you let use your car, because if they have a ticket and they don't tell you, then you could get towed or get booted, and you know nothing about this ticket. So just be safe of parking. And if you don't understand, like myself, how to read the sign, especially if it got more than one sign, then just go find a garage and park in, because that's what I do. I don't even do the thing. Okay, let's get in. Oh, one more thing I want to share with you too. The luxury retail stores are closing. So I was reading an article that Macy's is closing 150 stores. Not a place that I shop. And Neiman Marcus had already filed for bankruptcy. So someone did purchase them, and Lord and Taylor, which was a store in our area, it did go bankrupt, but they're online. You can still get things online. I never shopped at any of those stores, but I did do independent contracting work in those stores. So, if you would love to learn how to do the independent contracting work, and I made really good money doing that, you would sign up with a company, and that company had contracts in that store, whether you were to go in there and straighten up something or to see if they had particular items out that their person was paying them to look into. So I would go to those particular stores, and I had a section that I went to, and depending on what the name of the merchandise was, that's what you would make sure that merchandise was filled out. If it was empty, you were supposed to go to the back to the stock room, find that merchandise and fill it in, and then also count how what was filled in, count what was there before you fill it in, and then make sure the signage was correct. And if the signage was incorrect, you would say something to that sales associate there, and then they would correct it for you, and you would write all of this down. So when you had a chart with questions on it that you had to fill in. And so then at the end of the day, you go to the website that they give you, and you fill in that information, and you could get $20 for doing it, plus they will pay you mileage. So I had a lot of stores, a lot of high luxury retail stores that I would go into, and I would do that. And it was, like I said, I made really good money doing that. So if you go to indeed.com, you can find those type of independent contractor positions. So I want to share this with you. Uh, we did this. This is the crafting for the future. And here is our daily dose of motivation. You begin to bloom when you help those around you. And that is so true. I believe that. I truly believe that. Come and join me on YouTube. So my YouTube channel is In My Hands Handmade Crafts with Vontina. So come on over there and help me. I need your help. I have 81 subscribers, and I would love to get to 100. So I am asking you to come on over and join me, and like my page and be a subscriber, and don't forget to click the little bell. That way you'll know every time I go live or every time I post something on YouTube. So I am asking for your help, that I want to get to 100 subscribers. Thank you so much in advance. I appreciate you. The Bag Box Club. Guess what? I am getting ready to mail the Bag Box Club out. Oh my gosh, you need to get in on this. This month's bag is so beautiful. The fabric is beautiful. The Bag Box Club is a bi-monthly box where you receive everything that you need to work with. Everything. You receive everything. So you don't need to go look for anything. The only thing that you will need on your part is your sewing machine. So become a member of the Bag Box Club. And if you want to learn how to basic sewing to get you started, or you want a refresher, Sew Confident Academy, One Stitch at a Time, is available. And I would love for you to come and join me at Sew Confident Academy, One Stitch at a Time. We're not doing that. That is something that I am getting ready to make. So you're getting a sneak peek. It's a cell phone holder. And so this is the sneak peek for that. I am getting ready to start the step-by-step tutorial so that you will know how to make it. It is so much fun. And guess what? Oh my God, I love this item. I truly love this item. Oh, yes. Guess what? I am 9 months and 18 days away from retirement. 9 months and 18 days. I am seriously counting down. And so, what I have done for myself was was talking or just thinking in my mind, and I was speaking out loud. And I said, I would love to take a trip to Canada, but I was like, I really didn't want to travel by myself. And so, maybe 2 days after that, I get an email because I'm on their email list. So this is Stitch in Heaven Quilt Shop. It's in Texas. They have a travel office that they created over the years, and they do tons and tons of travel. So they do it on sea and land. And so I got this email. They had just posted. This is for next year. And I said, oh my gosh, this trip is going to Canada. Exactly where I want to go. So after doing all of my research and everything, because I just can't do something without researching it. My brain doesn't work like, oh, just do it. My brain doesn't work like that. And so after researching and asking a lot of questions, because the information they gave did not answer the questions that I had. So the young lady, I just sent an email to their information. She sent everything back. I was like, okay, great. I'm going to do this. So I filled everything out, sent in my deposit. So that will be my retirement trip for myself. And I am looking so forward to doing that. And so I wanted to share that with you. So if you are like me, counting down the days of retirement, then plan a trip for yourself. Plan a trip for yourself. And then that way, if you do it now, you can pay on that trip. So it will be paid for way before you go. And that way, the next monies that you save will be your spending money, whatever. So you'll have the money to buy whatever you want to buy. And so that is where I am. I don't want to forget to tell you July 17th, the ASG neighborhood group, Eastern Shore Sewist, we will be meeting from 10 to 1 at the Worcester County Library. So I hope to see you there. Bring something to work on. Don't forget to sign up to receive weekly and monthly digest. That's my newsletter. Would love for you to be a member of that. Everything that I talked about will be in the show notes so that you will have access to that information, the links and everything. And as I always always, always in my lives. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I end, the weather here today on the Eastern Shore is slightly muggy. Um, we had it wasn't really a storm, but it did rain, had strong winds. So it's a little gloomy outside. Trees are blowing pretty strong. And I don't know if I will be at the farmers market tomorrow. We're supposed to get rain, but based on my rain tracker, it's supposed to stop like around 6 a.m. So hopefully, if not, I will have to set my tent up. But my goal is still to attend the farmers market, and I just will set my tent up, and I won't put out that many things. I am also, if you do farmers market, I want you to consider putting zippered pouches um, in your collection. And I do bowl cozies. They're cozies that made like a shape of a bowl, and you put it in your microwave to stop people from burning their hands when they need to take out a bowl. That is my best seller. The zippered pouches are my best seller, and I use all my scraps to make little coin purses. And that pattern is from Valerie Wells. It's just a cute little coin purse. You can make it with scraps. And so those are my three best selling items at the farmer's market. And of course, you do know I am a handbag maker, so I make handbags. Um, those are starting to take off. And so people have been asking me for backpacks. So I am right now making a backpack right now. So I'm going to see how that one fares. And also, how long is it taking me to make? Um, with everything that I normally put in my backpacks, because I love my stuff to be well made and I don't want things to be breaking and tearing. So wanted to share that with you. If you are a crafter and you do farmers markets, that may be something that you can do. Please be safe over this holiday. It's not a holiday, but please be safe while you're out and about and driving. And remember, read the sign before you park. And as I always love to end my lives with, I am Vontina, and I am so grateful I get to do what I love. See you next week, everybody.